we are talking to our victorious coach. Wow, what a game.
Yeah, we preached all week about playing 4 quarters. That's what we talked to him at halftime, that we played 2 quarters, made a few mistakes. Buhler did a great job capitalizing on them, but at the end of the day, we just asked, hey, you play 2 more quarters as hard as you can, and which they did. They were making plays that we haven't made in a few weeks, and obviously the outcome is what it is. But that was a good win for our program for sure.
I mean, it was just, there in the fourth quarter, you were just making one play after the other.
Yeah, one thing that we were looking into, this week is trying to get our secondary, their eyes in the right place. I thought that at times they broke down, but they did a really good job. Coach Eller and the defense staff kind of got them on the same page. They were in the area to make plays. They made a couple big ones tonight, and then obviously the rest of our defense did a really good job hitting the physicality part of the whole game, because Coach Warner does an amazing job with Buhler, and Buhler is a very physical team. They're definitely a team that's gonna make some long runs, but fortunate for us that we were able to make some plays tonight.
Ultimately, the play of the game was that incredible that kickoff.
Yeah.
Was that planned?
I'm not sure if it was planned to be that short, but Berkeley does a really good job about kicking. He's very good at direction, so he can kick it kind of where we want him to kick it, and that is huge for our kickoff team, because obviously you don't see too many people are able to return the ball for us. Again, I don't know if that one was planned, but fortunately it rolled our way.
Yeah, and that discussion that they had there, I mean.
Yeah, that was the longest minute and a half of my life.
Your life. And boy, what Berkeley Wright came to play there in the fourth quarter, and that was just one of the most beautiful.
Yeah.
If you could just get your passing game.
Yeah, you're
right. If you could get all your passes to go like that, you have the potential. I mean,
yeah. Again, we have some young guys out there, and we're each day at practice trying to give them reps and reps and reps, consistent reps of throwing and catching the football, put them in scenarios to be successful, and Berkeley threw a good ball, and Montel went up and got it.
And then again, your secondary, which you've been a little critical the last 2 weeks, have really kind of come together.
Yeah, the biggest thing was eye discipline with them guys. Again, the nice thing about our secondary is they're all underclassmen, so they'll all be back next year. And tonight they were able to get their eyes in the right place and be at the right place at the right time and make plays. That's big for them. It's been kind of our Achilles heel in the past. They're losing their guy because they get their eyes in the backfield and whatnot, but they did a really good job tonight.
Halftime adjustments, did you make any?
Nothing crazy, no. Some of the things that we haven't been able to do in the past. We bounced a few counters that we made some adjustments on, and Berkeley was able to read the end man on the line scrimmage and pull the ball a couple times. Made a huge 15-20 yard run on that. But as far as adjustments though, they just came out the second half and they played extremely hard. I mean, they did exactly what I asked them to do.
All right, well, thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you, sir.
I'm gonna go talk to your 2 players here. Wow, what a game, guys.
Yeah, that was awesome.
All right, Berkeley, you were in the zone there in the fourth quarter. Just tell me what you were thinking.
I just think that last week was very eye-opening. It was a long bus ride and a really tough game, and I obviously didn't do my part. So this week, I just knew that if we wanted to win the game, I had to just stay composed and do what I do.
Well, you did a nice job, and that pass that you had there late in the game was just sensational.
Yeah.
The kick. The kick where you guys recovered right over there. Was that planned?
Well, I kick it too far if I don't try to just pooch kick it, and then I tried to pooch kick it and I kicked it just straight in the air like 10 yards. So then I was just mad at myself, but I knew that was a lineman up front, and I knew if I just ran at him and I just started yelling at him, and then it got him flustered, he bobbled the ball and I just ripped in and grabbed it. And
So you recovered it?
Yeah, I recovered it too.
Do you think that was the correct call? Well, obviously you do.
Yes, I think it was the correct call because he did call fair catch, but when it hit his chest, it popped out into my chest, so then I ripped it. and then I fell on the ground. So it was.
So
a
did
muff.
you think he had the fair? So you think he did make?
He did
the
call fair catch,
call
but he
fair
muffed
catch.
the ball, so I could
So
touch it. So yeah.
okay, well that was great. Great fourth quarter for you. All right, well congratulations, Hagen.
Thank you, sir.
You that sack you did there on the very last play. What was there any technique to it or?
No, coach gave me the call of what we were supposed to do, and I knew I just had to go 110%, and I got past the lineman, and I just knew how to finish it. So.
I didn't do any stats, but do you know how many tackles for losses you had? Because I wrote your name quite a few
I
times.
don't actually, but I'd like to find out.
So what do you guys think?
I just want to give big credit to the offensive line. First half, it was a little rough with the young sophomores having to step in because of injuries. And those guys, when they got their heads into the second half, I don't think I got sacked one time. And I'd say that was the biggest part of the game right there. Dalton Bishop.
Yeah.
You guys were just a different team this second half.
Yeah, I
I mean,
feel like-
we were just, it was like you've been in a slumber since the Labette County game, and then all of a sudden, just, I don't know, midway through the third quarter, I mean, was there just one thing that
I just
just
think we just
motivated
kept our head on
everybody?
the grindstone and just kept going. We didn't stop, and once they kind of started growing, we just pick up their pieces and kept going.
All
You
right.
know how much Coach Aggs has been putting in hours and hours of watching film, and we've had a couple of games this year where he just came out the second half and been dead, so we knew we had to.
You have an amazing opportunity here because, you know, we haven't beat Mulvane for 15, 20 years or something like that. I think it was maybe it was 2005 was the last time. So, then if you guys can get past that, you've got a nice seed. So,
Yeah.
We're gonna.
are you excited?
Yes, we're gonna go into this next week with we're 1-0.
New eyes.
Basically.
Now you're gonna get some of your starters back too, won't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I'm not sure about Kobe Jackson. I don't know what happened to him, but
We got a couple kids who are coming in that.
How
know
about
what they're doing.
Taylor? Will he be back? Or?
Trey, I don't know. He might be out for the year.
I don't know.
And then what about Holcomb?
Holcomb will be back next week. Yeah.
So,
He'll be ready.
I mean, you guys should be. You didn't have any injuries tonight. So. All right. Well, thank you guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see
Great day
you.
to be Crusader.
Bye.